you're familiar with him by now. We look forward to him moderating this next panel on the origins and destinations of the forum. Jack Calhoun.
Thank you, Theron. You've been doing a terrific job. This is not a basketball shirt. This is a referee shirt. And a couple of very fast comments. I've been around a long time, since the Paleolithic era, and I have to say, I have never seen anything like this. The feds are asking you to change how you do business, but what Thomas and Laurie, wherever you are, Laurie, and your staff, have asked for a reciprocal comment by the feds. So I see Edna over there from Labor, there is HUD, there is HHS, Barney from the cops office, around the table every 2 weeks. So Thomas and Laurie, we owe you a huge hand. We really do. We've got a great panel. Thomas App, former prosecutor, Obama campaign stalwart, lead forum choreographer. Norris Dickard, I love the fact that there's another senior up here, senior policy advisor, U.S. Department of Education. It's got a long title in your program. Carmen Ortiz, U.S. Attorney for the District of my soulmate state, Massachusetts. Major voice for law enforcement's lead in prevention, and a Red Sox fan. Saul Green, Deputy Mayor, City of Detroit, driving force in back of Detroit's plan. And Thomas, how did we get Mario up here? We've got Jen, we've got Georgina. Look at this. We got well, welcome, Mario. It's really good to see you. You'll get your innings. I know you will. End of the day, this is going to be sparky, interactive. The answers are going to be short. I'm going to trim the long-winded referee shirt, and I don't think there's anybody shy, so I don't do anything encouraging. Panel is about origins and destinations. We'll begin with origins. Thomas and Norris, the genesis. Why was this forum launched? Quick answers. Thomas, start us off.
Well, it was really launched in October of 2009 when the Attorney General and Secretary Duncan went to Chicago in response to a very highly public and particularly horrible youth violence incident that really captured the nation's attendance. And immediately after that, and in Chicago, they really called for the beginning of a national conversation about values, but also about going further than that. What are we actually going to do? And so immediately after that trip, the White House convened a number of us from many agencies that you see here today. Justice and Education were there, HHS was there, CDC was there, HUD, ONDCP, and others. And the question was, how are we going to take action in this area? And the White House, and particularly Michael Strautmanis, I remember it pretty clearly, gave us some great direction. And gave us some very broad principles. And they said, first of all, our response needs to be comprehensive. It can't be limited to one isolated agency. We've called all of you together. We need all of you to participate. Number two, our response really needed to respect local autonomy. Youth violence is primarily a local issue. We needed to support the great work out there that localities were doing and recognize that we didn't know all the answers and that we needed to draw on the expertise and experience of those of you working in the field and those of you here today. And lastly, it couldn't all be about money. Everyone's familiar with the difficult fiscal situation that we're in, and that we had to go beyond that and focus on systems change. And so it was a very interesting meeting. It was very lively, lots of people discussing things. Laurie emphasizing the importance of technical assistance and training. Rodney Hammond from CDC discussing the importance of the public health approach. I remember Matt Yale, former Deputy Chief of Staff for Education, talking about the importance of values. And so after that meeting, we continued to focus on developing our strategy.
Almost a penalty for too much time.
Okay. And so we had to think about how do we put all these principles into action. And And so, Jose asked a question, I heard that you're all doing all these interesting things. How are you getting all together? Well, that's what the forum is for.